Oi, what's up everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have the Tiermaker Episode 3. I think it's my third one. I did diffuse maps, I did the best guns in the game, and now I'm doing my favorite knife skins of skins that I either own or that I could buy currently. Okay, sorry about that guys, I just got a phone call. And anyways, continuing. Yeah, I think we're just going to jump right into this. Obviously at the top we have Lovely Faves, which is just my favorite skins. It's the S tier. It's the ones that you see me using most of the time. We have the Pretty Good, A category, and then we have the which is B, which is like sometimes I use it, but it's not my favorite. And then we have the Kinda Bad Bro, which is just like, I don't know why this is a skin. And then Delete. I don't think anything is really going to be in Delete. I just have it there because why not? Starting out with right here, the Magnetovice, which is a Karambit. It's one of the best skins in the game, in my opinion. It's such cool. The colors are amazing, the color scheme on it. And I really do like this one. I think it's a really, really good skin. And yeah. So moving on to number 2, we have Baronial, which is a tactical axe in the top left here. I personally do not love nor hate this skin. It's one of the axes that is okay, I guess. So I actually had to zoom in there to see the name because I actually forget the name. I don't even know the name of it. But now I do, and I'm going to put this in the Moving on, we have the Revolution Karambit. Again, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm going to put it below this axe. A lot of people do like it, but I personally just never... I could have bought it, you know. Obviously, I have over 20,000 blue credits, and I just don't like it that much. Maybe it's just my personal preference. Next up, we have Glow, another knife that I don't have, and I'm going to say kinda bad because Glow is just... It's not there to me. I don't know why. I just don't like it. It's not that it's a bad knife. I actually think it could easily be in the pretty good. Like, some people put it in pretty good category. But personally, I just don't like it that much. And again, I just haven't bought it because what's the need for me to get it? I already have, some of the best of the kukris. Now we have the short sword. So anyways, we have the short sword. And I'm going to also put this in But I'm going to put it at the top of because it's a cool build. I feel like it needs something to it more than just... Hey look, I got a sword. We're going to move on to tunnels. This knife I've had for like ages. It's one of the... I think it's in the Halloween cases, I believe. And I'm going to put this up in the A tier. It's a knife that I do like, and I think it's really unique and cool. And it is red, but unlike Revolution, I actually like this one a little bit more. Moving on to Ink Drop. Again, this is a knife that has been... I wouldn't say hated on or loved. I'm going to put it in kind of the middle of the because it's something that I probably won't use. I have a lot of other knives that I would use over it. But it's not the worst knife ever. Moving on to Sunstone, which is one of the past knives. I think it's a kind of a cool kukri. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the tier because I would actually use it more often. It's kind of golden looking and it's got like a green handle. And I forget what past. I think it was a past knife. Or it might have been a Lucky Spin. But either way, I think it's a pretty cool kukri, but I don't think it's the best of the kukris. Another kukri, Marine Time, I'm going to put it towards the top of because I think this is probably... I'm going to put it at the top, actually, as of right now. It's probably the best kukri before the C-Rec came into play, which is down here in the bottom right, or middle, top right. That is probably my favorite kukri. So anyways, moving on to the default type of knife, we have Twisted. This is not a great knife in my opinion, but it's not terrible. I'm going to put in the B tier, probably in the middle-ish. I'm going to put it right below Ink Drop, because again, I think it looks really, really good in the loadouts, but I've seen people using it in-game, and I personally don't love it in-game. Actually, I'm going to put it right above Ink Drop. I think it's better looking in-game than the Ink Drop. I almost think it's better than the short sword, too. Polycolt. I'm going to put this right above Sunstone, I think. Sunstone just isn't great, and Polycolt isn't great either, but it's in one of my first tier 7s, and I gotta give it some respect in the sense that it's kind of cool, but there's not much to say about it. I just wouldn't really use it anymore. Maybe every once in a while I'll use it. Next up is the Rhyme. Again, it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna put it in the favorites list, but I'm not gonna put it at the top. I'm gonna put it below Shipwreck because I would love to use Shipwreck more, and just simply based on it's probably maybe not the coolest of the butterfly knives, but I think it's one of the best. The butterfly, aka the Bally songs. It's one of the best of them, and you know, I would use it a lot, so I'm going to put it up there. Next up, we have Bitten. I'm going to put this in the kind of bad. I think it used to be better, but, you know, after more karambits came out and better karambits came out, I think it just kind of dropped in value. And I'm actually going to do the Tigress next, because Tigress, again, I'm going to put it towards the middle of I'm going to put it right over the axe. It's one of those that I wouldn't really use ever. I don't have it on, I have it on my phone account, but not on my iPad account. My main, I just wouldn't really use it, I guess. It's okay, but it's not amazing. I mean, I guess it's cool in the sense that it's got like a tiger on it, but it just, I don't know, it's kind of plain. They vary. I actually really do like this. I'm going to put it just above Maritime because I think it's really, really cool. It's like an eagle or angel kind of looking wing, and it's just really, really cool to me, and I've always loved it, like for a long time, but I never bought it just because, like, I already have a lot of, like, really good kukris. Obviously, Maritime is very close in my judgment of it, and I think Shipwreck is awesome, so I don't really need to buy it, nor would I really want to spend credits. And honestly, I'm saving most of my blue credits for a new knife model, which will hopefully come out, or anything, you know, the devs have said they want to add more stuff for blue credits, so maybe there'll be something better that I can buy with blue credits, which is why I'm saving them right now. Next up, we have Shatter. Again, I don't really love this one, nor do I hate it. I think it's a little bit better than Ink Drop. I think I'll put it right around there. I'm not going to put it above the... Actually, no. You know what? We're going to put it above Twisted. It's a little bit better than Twisted. I think the colors are really cool, the yellow and green. I think it's different and kind of unique because it's just kind of like a... It's like an optical illusion almost, and put onto a knife. And I think it's kind of cool, so we're just going to put it around right there. Ooh, next up we have Dragon. This is, again, one of my favorites, and I'm going to put it actually just above the Rhyme. I think it's probably, you know, a top 5 easily. And I think it's one of the best. It's really, really cool and unique. Just a blue ice-looking dragon, and even the handle of it, like right below the handle where you spin it, it's like this, like, different. It's not like a smooth, like, normal knife. It's got, like, bumps, like, kind of like a burnt fire on it. So it's so cool. I think it's awesome, and it's one of my favorite knives to use. Next up, we have the Hot Rod. I'm going to put this in the kind of bad as well. Out of the flip knives, the remixes, I think it's one of the worst ones. It really just, it's basically, you know, the 1AK Hot Rod skin just put onto a knife, and it's not good. I don't know why people like it so much. And I'm actually going to do Predator next, because I'm going to put this in the I'm going to put it just above Revolution. I think, again, it's pretty cool, and I do use it actually more than most of these knives in the category, but it's not an amazing knife. I just use it because remixes are probably the coolest knife animation-wise, but skin-wise, it's not as good. It's not as flashy or, you know, one of my favorites. Titan Long, this is another knife that I really do like. I'm going to put it right in between the two kukris here, and I think it's one of the best default model knives, but it's not the best, and maybe I'll buy it eventually, but for now, I'm just going to leave it there. I think it's pretty cool. It could be a little bit better, but yeah, again, it's pretty good. Now, Grandeur is probably my favorite tactile, and I'm actually going to put it in the favorites. And here's why. I've loved this skin for ages. I think the pinkish, purplish, and the light blue coloring on the stars, it's so cool. I don't know why, but I love this coloring. It's just a really cool scheme of colors. I guess I do like that kind of sunset kind of look, which would be like a purplish, orangish. It's not really much orange, but that's kind of why the next knife I'm going to put in here is Carbon. I'm actually going to put Carbon just above it because they're very similar. It's got like that same purplish, pinkish, but Carbon actually goes all the way and looks like a full sunset. I love Carbon, and I also have the flip animation on it on the default knife, so I can use that Carbon and use the knife animation, and it looks awesome, and I absolutely love it, so that's why those are going to be so high. Moving on, we have Catacomb. I'm going to put this in the kind of bad as well. I think it's... Ooh, do I put it below? Yeah, I'm going to put it right above Hot Rod. I think it's just kind of stupid. It looks like a tier 4 shotgun skin that they put on a knife. That's my opinion on it. Obviously, it's not exactly what happened, but it's not great. I don't really like that much. Power Surge probably is a pretty good, right at the top of pretty good. It is a really, really good skin, and one of my favorites of the remixes, but it's not quite, like, I won't use it that much, but sometimes I'll use it from time to time. I'm also going to put the Porcelain in there as well, right below it, and then I'm also going to put Elite in there. I'm putting all three of these in the pretty good category, because Elite I do use a lot, actually. I use a lot of the Elites. I could put in the favorites, but the favorites is just the coolest looking skins out there. And Elite's kind of plain, but it's I think the simpleness of it that makes it really, really cool. It's got like a yellow star, and it just reminds me of being a star or something like that, you know? So it's really cool. Whenever the first Operation Warpaint came out, I opened one case. I bought one case, opened one case, and I got the Elite from it. I never opened another Operation Warpaint case. I was like, what's the point of opening more? I just got the freaking best knife in the game. Like, and Porcelain is also really, really clean and simple. It's kind of got some silver in there, which is kind of different compared to a lot of the other knives, so I really do like it. Next up, I'm going to do the Purple Damascus. I'm going to put this towards the top of the S. It's a pretty good knife. It's cool, but it also was a pass knife, which means it's not very rare, which means a lot of people have it. So I'm just going to leave it right there. Asterblade, I'm going to put in the pretty goods as well, towards the bottom. It's another great karambit. I think there's a lot of great karambits. Spoiler alert, the Scythe down here is going to go towards the bottom of the S. It's going to go, we'll put it right below Predator. And yeah, that's pretty much my complete list. I hope you guys do enjoy this. Let me know your comments and your thoughts on this. And I'm also going to do event knives, which means some of these knives will be duplicated, whichever ones are in event cases. But I plan on doing this in the future, maybe a month down the road or something like that. Obviously, I need to get all the cases, or all the knives from event cases, and get the screenshots of them and put them into a new Tiermaker and recreate that. But I think this is a pretty solid list of the knives that I own, default knife kind of models, and a couple more that I could buy. Yeah, and then I'll hopefully do event cases or event knife cases in the future. And also, I just want to know your guys' opinions on future ideas for videos, Tiermaker-wise, or anything else. Obviously, I have a ton of videos that are coming out, and yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.